Okay. This is absolutely a workout.
Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work. Fuck it up, sis, put in that work. Put in that work, put in that work. Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work. Fuck it up, sis, put in that work.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here taking a look at Nona and their track Work. We have the music video pulled up. So many of you guys asked me to look at this, and I really do like listening to this group. I love their sound, and their choreography is really fun to watch as well. You guys basically said it's like a dance performance, just in a higher cinematic quality. So we'll see if we can do a review from this or if we need to wait for a dance practice. I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's have some fun.
Get into it. Work, work. Back up, put your head blown. Suntan, body say nothing much on. Island with skin tone. All the back, got it back, gotta put in that. It's that top notch.
Oh, that was cool.
Stop, make it hot, backdrop, keep them guessing. Big flex, break a neck, cut a check, go invest, that's a gift. Wrap your waist, train, and take the drive, mail, do it live.
Whoa.
Take a group height, do them squat, squat, you bitches so tight. Go and put in that. Fuck it up, girl, put in that work. Fuck it up, bitch, put in that work.
We saw that in Sizzle. Golly, this is full out. Wow. Okay. This is absolutely a workout. Using the camera to help with that was cool. Wow. Sheesh, that was fun. Wow. Goodness gracious. And you're gonna sing too? Whoa. Yeah, this is your breather right here. Goodness gracious. Oh, was that a teaser for another track? That whole little mess at the end? Wow. Okay, so I was suspecting Sienna was on it because there's some overlap in how she sequences things in other works that we've seen of hers at work into this, especially like this mess right there. Super cute. I think we can definitely do a review of this because there's a lot of interesting choices made with the impression of how the camera is being manipulated to make it look the way that it does. So we're going to do that, and then when a dance practice comes out, I may make a separate video just for that. So whoop whoop, lots of Nona to go around. So in the beginning, I like that we're syncopating with the hips in the very beginning here. She tosses it away, she drops it back. Love the art. She goes ha ha and then finishes it down, and then she ends up taking it into a full-on roll, and then they're sending it back. It's syncopated with the accents and the pops. As she transitions it back, they have so much trust in their tops. I wish I could trust my bra tops the way that they do. It's good for them. And they hit it with the blown, really pulling it through. The dancers are squaring up, because it's one thing whenever you have your artist square up and different when your dancers match the energy that your artist brings. I think it's very successful on this. So then they end up having it where she takes it back and then they rotate it around, creating a pullback, which is really nice. Syncopated with the hips, or not really syncopate, but we use a really nice full rotation out of it, which is super cool. And then from there, that rotation was really cool, where we switched the camera shot. Then going here, she pulls it, manipulates the camera, fan, fan. She says hair flip, and then we have a little breather. Love the glass with the water. It's cute. Really fun. They could be promoting anything and you'd want to buy it, right? It's awesome. And then she brings it down to the ground and then we transition it out, which is cool. I love the run on that, which is fun. To a cartwheel, and they hit it, pop it in, out, in, and then she sends it over. And then she's ended up doing a squat, and I like that we have this walk. Knee slide in that is really fun, and they do a nice Nike jump. That does remind me, I think, didn't Sienna do a little Nike promotion? It wasn't little, that's cool. On a treadmill, like that situation, that's what that reminded me of with that kind of sequence. Think of it like, this would be Sienna if she did the Cat's Eye Gap commercial. It's what it gives to me. And I love it. I'm eating it up here, right? And I like that. Put in that work, which we've seen that if you've looked at Sizzle with me. And then we toss it down, and then we toss it down. Do the same thing there. And then we switch up the weight, and we accent the arms in. And then we create subtlety, nice little come here moment there. And then we switch it out, and then we drop it to the ground. Do it about 2 times. And then we go and send our body down, and then we have a really fun, interesting camera angle on this. Then they have the claps on it. We come back up. And it's nice where you can have your, your artist, right, your member here in the front, and then your dancer support in the back. She's able to pull it, no problem. We hit it down. She is so freaking full out. I love it. And we have the direction change on it too, dropping in the knees, and then we have that boom work. Come on. I really like that. Now we have a little towel, put in that. And then we have that work. We send it in. So where we're, we can like wipe sweat with a towel, but we're also going to be wringing it out. Dancers on the ground, lower level looks really nice here. And then we have a switch off, rotation, swinging it all the way down. You have that work. Come on, hair. And then we have an accent with the towel. And then we end up sending it to the camera. Then we have a change of our color, which also changes the tone, which is nice. And then we rotate with the wrist on that, turning it into an add-on little partner moment with the contrast of the lighting. Super fun. And then we have me and my twin. And then we have this little She goes, So I like the fun, just presence of that is cool. This ball change situation absolutely screams workout. It's really nice. And the repetition actually helps. Sometimes you want to avoid being repetitive in your movement, but because of doom, da-doom, doom, and also some of the wordplay in our choices, there's cinematic supplements happening, meaning that whatever you're seeing, it's not just the content. Part of it is how it's being shot, the direction it's in, and if there's a transition going on, things like that. So that's why I actually like the repetition, because you're able to focus and appreciate on different things, which is really cool. And I love that. We walk it through, and then they hit it on the bass. Dancers in the back are nice. Like the different levels in play here. Then she takes that shirt off on sweat, and then she takes it and sends it to the side. And then we have this rotation going on with the hips and the knees. The guys have their arms up, and their legs are more separated. They drop it down, and they do a little swing. And then we have a syncopated bass. And I like the chest and the hips getting involved on that. And now we're having a whole thing with 2 guys. What? Then we're separated. And you have this little U where they go and join in. I like the add-on. Not really an add-on, but a, what's the word? Where you have them separated and then you have them placed together. It's a fun way of showcasing the choreography there. And then we have the hip accent. We have a little hip going in from our guys here, right? And then we have, so hips galore, right? So she does a little trace. I like this bleed up. It's super cool. Send it down. I like the hair on that. We pop it on the ground. And then what'd she say? Making the ground shake? Yeah, so it's like earthquake, and then having the camera, have a reverb or a response based on their hips popping onto the ground. Come on. And then we take a nice little straddle, and then they press it up into a candlestick and then we go into a dip here. Come on, right? That was really nice. Okay, from here with the cosmetics, and then we have a little eyelash moment there, tracing it down. They're like, oh, so fun. Then we have a reversal of camera, bringing it back up. I love that little camera shot, group shot. And then we move on. The fan is nice. You have the other dancers, moving off stage. Dancers join in here. These boys are players, aren't they? So they have an extension, and we drop it back. Fun. And then we have the kick, and then put in that work. They kick it again, put in that work. And also notice too, with the outfits, they're similar, but when they're barefoot versus when they have shoes on, the intensity and the groundedness feel different, right? It's really cool. And they hit, and accent, out in toss, accent, toss. And the dancers, I think, are a positive contribution to this. The girls by themselves are fantastic, but the dancers really provide a nice fullness and projection to where we're able to really focus on our members in different ways compared to what I'm used to seeing, because I'm normally used to seeing them as a group of 4, right? A little bit of that work, so they sit it back, and I love that the girls are like, yes! They hyping up in the space, and I bet off camera, you have people who are watching going, yes, slay it, let's go. You know what I mean? Now they'll put in that work, toss it back, ball change and sit it out. They hit it out with a toss up, and then put it in that work with a single arm. So it's from both to just one. And then I like the directions where it's the same choreography, but we're facing different directions. I like the lighting to create a separation, but also it is nice and collaborative. Drop it down, that work. You're doing a switch on that. The mountain climber, this should be called the work challenge, where can you get through the whole dance? And how many calories did you burn? Oh my God. They're hitting the kicks, they're fun. And that right there is called, I think those are called what? Swimmers? I could be so wrong. Going to the straddle, dropping it down. They press it up to a, like a sit up, and then they kick it out. And then the end. Whoa. It's so fun with the drips, but also we equate it to sweat. This could low-key be a fantastic cosmetic commercial where, look, even after we get done dancing, our makeup hasn't budged. You know what I mean? You could sell something so well here. Love it. Pressing the hands on the glass. Scandalous. And then it feels like we missed some information before. Boom, we have that leg up. And then they're doing roller skates. What a tease. Yeah, I'm going to say this is a tease for something else. But man, oh man, that was dense in a great way. Meaning that you have, oh goodness, what's the word? It's something that I didn't expect the type of intensity of fullness, but I did expect, dynamics. I was expecting commitment, and I was expecting it to look good in the sense of there wasn't any awkwardness between the dancers or the members. I wasn't expecting dancers, so that was a fun change. But I wasn't surprised at the ability to complete movements in the sequences that they were given, which I think part of it comes down to what I'm used to seeing. I've seen a couple of things, like 2 things now, and they definitely, direction-wise, I wasn't expecting the put in that work, the intensity, I think. But I really, really liked their commitment in the performance side of it. This is a really cool addition to, I think, Sienna. This is a really good addition to her portfolio because this gives such a commercial vibe in a very complimentary way. Like, they could sell the phone book and I would want to buy it. You know what I mean? Uses of the dancers was really nice. Especially in wordplay. I'm so curious about the dance practice. Are we going to have the dancers, or is it going to just be the girls? Don't know. Is it going to be a fixed cam? I also don't know. I would be surprised because this one is so dependent on certain camera angles and when you catch it. But man, yeah, so much trust in that top girl. Live your life. But yeah, I enjoyed this. And if you're like, Jess, oh my God, I want you to look at this from this group. If I do, it will always show up on Patreon first. This got released on Patreon before I put it on YouTube. So if you don't want to wait, that's a really good option if you want to stay on top of anything I look at outside of the group. If it's, if you like J-pop or K-pop, there's so much I look at every day, shows that I watch. So if that is something that you want to, commit to, I have a Patreon that you can enjoy all my overflow content there, and also early releases like a track like this. You guys know me, I know you. I'm Jess. This was fun, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.